Hey there guys, Andy back with Bentobyte, your best source for anime, gaming, and manga news. I have switched microphones here just because this is going to be a video with gameplay in the background, and I don't want the clacking of my keyboard or clicking of my mouse to come into that, so the audio is going to take a bit of a hit. But that's what it is. We're back with Infinitrap, Ohio Jack, and the Cup of Eternity. It has had significant changes made to it, and I feel like this should be a revision on the review that I gave it a couple of weeks ago. So, first things first, the price of this game hasn't gone up or anything like that. If you've already bought the game, then you can feel free to revisit it. There's plenty of new content here. On the uh, on the same page as new content, there are significantly more levels here. A lot of these levels have been revamped or upped in the ante of difficulty, both with the platforming needing to be more precise now and the time limits actually being a lot shorter. So if you're going back through this, expect it to be a lot more difficult than it was. That being said, I think that's a very good step for this game. It's very good moving forward, accepting that it should be a hardcore kind of score attack game. Now, if you already had the game or paid attention in the review video, you'll notice some of these names kind of pop out, kind of like Banana Jumps or the Lost Crypt here. Those were both bonus levels in the last version of the game, and both of these in particular actually crashed whenever you beat them. It's safe to say that that no longer happens. They are now in the main game. They both work perfectly fine, and Banana Jumps has actually been doubled in size, making it significantly more difficult, especially with the time constraints. Now, there are significantly less bonus levels in this version of the game, but all in all, with the custom levels that are here and the new levels that have been added, I would say the length of this game has basically doubled, making it so much more worth the asking price. And without further ado, I suppose I should show some actual gameplay of me just being bad at this game. So let's get into it here. Some new features have also been added to the game. There are now moving platforms in the game, which means that larger chasms can be crossed with fast or slow moving platforms. Also, a bit more of the kind of teleporting platforms that were in the game to start off with that I actually forgot to mention in the review. So this is an interesting level that takes a little bit of concentration, so I apologize, but I'm just trying not to die here. And there you go. So, as you notice, I started to actually run out of time there at the end. The average time is 18 seconds, and after only 16 seconds, the timer starts ticking on you, which I believe is about a 5-second warning. After the time elapses, the floor will collapse from under you into spikes. You have a few seconds to finish the level after the timer runs out. Now, this difficulty spike, along with the difficulty spike in general with the platforming, wow, that was not there before, has made this game definitely a force to be reckoned with. This is definitely appealing to a more hardcore demographic now, and I think that's a good direction for the game to go. So if you have a buddy or something along those lines, you can go head to head, try and beat each other's scores and death counters. it has become significantly harder to play this game and talk at the same time, and I didn't really want to do it beforehand. So now this is actually kind of a nightmare for me. The other new feature that I have yet to talk about is the portal mechanic. Now, you can go through the blue portals and you cannot go through the red portals, but this leads to some interesting level design, especially just earlier in the game there was a level that looked like a nightmare out of Portal, having about 15 portals on the screen at a time. And even the simpler levels in the old version of the game have been beefed up. So new mechanics equals new level design, also equals more interesting interactions. I'm gonna try taking the right path here. This is mostly a video just to have you guys have a laugh at how many times I can die on one level. And I am not a below average gamer either, or I'd at least like to think that I'm not. So, to the creators of this game, very good job in taking some advice to heart and making the levels a lot more difficult. Also, having about twice as much content definitely makes it an easier pill to swallow when it comes to buying this game, because it is only a $6 or $7 investment, so definitely worth picking this one up, even if it's just for a few hours of self-destructing fun. So, I think it's time to give this a new score with all of the new mechanics, the new difficulty level, the new bonus levels, all that. I think it's safe to say that this is a significant improvement upon the last version, and I'm glad to give this game I said that I would bump it from a 4 to 10 to a 6 out of 10 if it improved on the bugs and just basic game identity in the last version, and since it's definitely done that and more, I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. This is definitely a good above average purchase, and you have no idea how happy I am right now, but it's a good above average purchase to make, and I'd say it's solidly worth your money. So please, on behalf of Bentobyte, I've been Andy Avery. Go ahead and go pick up this game with knowing that you're going to get a good few hours of entertainment out of it. Thank you, and have a great day.